Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky, and I am a living Christ. Today's message is the subconscious, the mind of God, the Christ state of consciousness. The civilized man is a fallen man. All such who consider themselves to be civilized have fallen to the temptation of satanic mind control in order to compensate for their inherent intellectual self-doubt. It is through such devolution of consciousness from the whole to the partial, the subconscious to the conscious mind, that man has been persuaded to give up his sovereignty and settle in to be ruled by another through his own consensual slavery. Whereas the conscious intellect can be rightly stated to be the mind of Satan via its dualistic, divided, opposing, partial, time-bound, linear nature. The subconscious mind of man, on the other hand, which is the timeless, the unbounded, the holistic, holy realm of non-dualistic void, is indeed the realm of all creation, the mind of God. It is the only realm where truth, Christ consciousness, reigns supreme. For in the material world, it is the creation of what is. By the time the vibrational energy of holistic truth begins to take its form and thus manifest on the material plane of existence via the healthy or unhealthy ego, it passes through the intellect, thus being infused with intellectual judgment that is satanic in nature. If one allows awareness and not intellection to occur via the satanic judgment, truth emerges in one's life, and thus peace and love is co-created by man. However, if the unhealthy, the trained, indoctrinated ego has been strengthened via habitual use, the dualistic idea of truth, the illusion of truth, is allowed to create the world of hell in its dualistic confusion and endless opposition. Look around you. Look at yourselves. Ask yourselves, is it not true? Why do the words of a simple Christ, a simple man of truth, have such power to upset so many of you? Why is your faith so weak that you should be disturbed? That ought to be your first clue that something is amiss in your own conscious reality. I, this living Christ, speaks to you truth. What you hear may be contaminated by your own habitual, satanic indoctrination, and so you do not hear what I have said, but settle in for your own imposed satanic habitual indoctrinations and its interpretations of what has been said. Therefore, you create your own skewed reality of the image of truth, rather than truth itself. It reflects in all your relationships and in your life. As most of you will note, I, this living Christ, do not argue with anyone over what is said. I speak simply and directly. There's nothing complicated about what I say. The complications arise in the conscious mind of the listener, who contaminates the non-dualistic energy of truth into the dualistic energy of illusory intellectual images of the idea of truth. This is how the living become the dead, and heaven becomes hell. This is fact, not opinion. The time to begin to bring change into your lives is now. Christ, the simple man of truth, can lead you to the point of departure from the illusions of the intellect to the truth of the subconscious. But he cannot give you the answer, for such would amount to satanic counter-conditioning and keep you chained to the intellect. Each of you are responsible for your own created reality. It takes courage and integrity to stand in holistic truth in a world of duplicitous deception. These are the qualities that are necessary for you to return to your holistic state of Christ consciousness via the subconscious mind that has always been with you. Thank you for your time.